Sir, good evening, all of you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now today we are talking about the 2.3 in IS 102 material, where in this 2.3.1 the manual material handling and storage of materials, and next one 2.32 is mechanical. Today we are discussing about the manual only. A kinetics of manual material handling. Kinetics means manually handling the material, shifting of one place to another place, or storage of materials. Maximum load that could be carried out, lifting and carrying objectives of different shapes, size, and weight. These are the topics comes under the 2.3.1 manual. Manual handling means safe usage of accessories of manual handling, storage of materials, safety in stacking and unstacking, floor loading conditions, layout conditions for safety in storage, ergonomics of the manual handling and storage. Ergonomics will take after completion of the mechanical tomorrow. Then third day, Wednesday, we'll take the ergonomics of the manual handling and storage, including the what is called this 2.3 article. So today 2.1, tomorrow 2.3.2, and after tomorrow is the ergonomics of the 2.3.1 topic. This is the having the schedule of the 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Coming to the before going to manual lifting of the storage of materials, including regulations and all, acts and all, we will discuss about the what are the used, what are the which to keep in mind by taking the safety factors and all. Then we'll come to a conclusion of the various where the laws and regulation to be applied. Coming to the manual material handling involves moving of objects by hand, while material storage involves keeping of materials in place. There are two things here. Manual material handling involves moving of objects by hand, one place to another place, while material storage involves keeping of material one place to another place. That's what the meaning is, sir. The material handling systems can be automated or manual, and the goal is to be reduce cost, increase productivity, and improve safety. Our aim is to only whether you go for manual or for the automated, depending upon the organizational putting investment on the material handling and storage of materials, whatever may be the whether automated or manual. Our goal is organizational goal is to reduce cost, increase productivity, and improve safety. That is our main organizational goal. Manual material handling proper techniques here is consider the object size, weight, and shape is also very important. So before going to all the manual postures and all, you will discuss the theory and then we'll go to the practicals also. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and bend your knees about 90 degrees. This is the position of the person while lifting the weight from the ground. We will give the postures in the coming slides also. That's we have to see that stand with your feet shoulder width apart. That means two legs are apart and bend your knees about 90 degrees. That means we have to see that artificial nice to we cannot bend like this, otherwise spinal cord will be spoiled. Get help. Suppose in case if you are not read out the lift of the objective because beyond the weight is there needed, ask someone to help nearby co-employees, you lift the objective. Otherwise, see the alternatives by talking the immediate subordinate or immediate what is called manager. Avoid injury. Don't lift more than comfortably handle. There are some laws is there. There minimum what is called weight to be carried by handled by the men or women. That will be discussed in the coming slides. But we have to see that to avoid injuries, don't lift more than you can comfortably handle. Though what is called 25 kgs or whatever may be selling in the coming slides, but beyond what is called 25, even if you can handle, but comfortably you have to see that this topic This point is to be keep in mind while lifting the more than you are capable of handling the material with a manual or with the hands. Really, this is the common point where employees should be trained on how to handle the material safely, including the potential hazards. So we have to tell the people not only the position of the lifting of the goods from the ground level to the required place, but also what are the potential hazards or are expected hazards to be happened if not followed by the safely handling the materials. That is also one of the topics to be taken care of while training the employees with respect to the manual handling of the storage and materials. You know that automated system is there, definitely it will be helpful than the manual. Automated means the manual and the interference is not there. Definitely the injuries will be less, unless otherwise there should not be any human error will be there in this. Efficient systems. Efficient system can reduce the cost, whether it is a manual or a automated. Definitely it will reduce the cost, improve productivity, and enhance the safety and quality. That is efficient systems we called as. If your organization can reduce the cost while handling the materials by storage of the materials by manual or
ये मेरे
automated.
को
They
एबो
have to,
मेंशनड थी मतलब क्या है यार
pardon, hello,
जो है ना
Netaji garu, any doubts, please? Okay,
हाँ नो सर नो
thank you, sir, thank you.
Sir, is
Coming
it
to
a
the,
repeated
pardon, sir.
like sir, is it a repeated class like Sitaram sir already covered this?
But management is not telling all these things. I'm going one by one, I 101, like this 2.1, 2.2, like this I'm going, but they are not telling what is it called, what the other gentleman is telling. It's already covered, sir.
Can anyone confirm? Is it covered like Sitaram sir already covered manual handling, material handling, then ergonomics related topics, right? Can anyone confirm?
Sir, anyone confirm, sir, please?
Yes, the manual handling already completed, but Sir has told, na, this is repeated class.
But sorry to tell you, sir, I'm very sorry, because our management is not, not told about this also.
No, he has told some in one of the class. This is a revision class like that. He has told.
Correct, sir, you are right. Shall I continue or not?
You may continue, sir.
Thank you
Already
very much, sir.
started, na?
Continue.
Because what happened, sir? Because I'm very sorry to all the people, because it was not told by our management, sir. That's why I'm going sequential manner. That is size 101, 102 like this, sir. I'm very sorry. Tomorrow today and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will continue this class same 2.3.1, 2.3.2, and 2.3.1a. That is economics. The next week I will see that I will talk to the top management and I'll cover accordingly, sir. Until then, please bear with us, sir. Please.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Coming to the benefits of the material handling system, once you prepare all these things, like for example, reducing costing or maintaining the safety measures while manual handling, definitely the optimization of the reduce the cost and handling the storing materials. Definitely, if you maintain the systems in a systematic manner with a safe manner, definitely we will see that definitely the cost involvement in the cost in the sense of what is called injury cost, or the burdening of the employee's cost, or we can say the employee hours also can be saved there by reducing cost will be empowered, what is called. That's why the reducing cost is improved safety also. Once you are maintaining the culture of the safety while handling the manually handling the material from one place to another, shifting or loading or unloading, whatever the manual, definitely the safety culture will be there. If you have what is called safety culture is there, definitely risk of injury will be reduction will be there. Thereby discipline of the industry will be also be taken into factor. Reduce the damage. Definitely, once these two steps are involved, the reduced damage also will be taken. Damage in the sense of not only the human damage, but also the property damage also will be controlled by maintaining the discipline of the culture of the safety and all. Coming to this, before taking up the any things, what we can say here is, what should your employees know before moving, handling, and storing of material? What employees can keep in mind before going to moving the objectives from one place to another place, or handling of the storing of one place to another place? These, in addition to the training and education, applying general safety principles such as proper work practices, equipment, and controls can help reduce workplace accidents involving the moving, handling, and storing of materials. Whether moving materials manually or mechanically, or your employees should know and understand the potential hazards associated with the task at the hand, and how to control their workplace to minimize the danger. These are the very, very important area. You have to train in such a way your employees, whether it is manually or by the automatically or mechanically. You have to see that the employee should know about the hazard involved while doing their job. If the hazard knows or risk knows by them, definitely while doing the job, definitely they will see that some disciplinary of culture of the safety factors will be taken into factor by the every human who is involved in the work. That is what the paragraph says about. Because of the numerous injuries can result from improper handling, storing of materials, workers should also be aware of accidents that may result from unsafe or improper handling of equipment, as well as from improper work practices. The employees should know during the training only. You have to expose them very clearly. If you are not doing in such a safe manner, or if you're doing a work in such a safe manner, the difference between with safe with unsafe, what is the consequences, they have to immediately explain during the training of the people. That's what the paragraph says. But also should be aware of accidents that may result from because of what is called where the unsafe or improper handling is there, or by the human people or employee, they can know the accident will be occurred definitely. That's why they should know about the before the doing the work. Ramakrishna garu, any doubts, sir?
You carry on, sir. No doubt, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. This, in addition to the work, these are the things are very, very important before going to the deep in manual handling. Though everyone knows about the manual handling, very simply will take, but it takes a lot of what is called importance in the to control the property, not only property damage, but to control the human errors and thereby the ergonomics of the employee, where the what is called the strain of the organs of the body will not be occurred. In addition, the workers should be able to recognize the methods of eliminating or at least minimizing, not by eliminating, but minimizing the occurrence of such accidents. Where above told these are the accidents may occur due to the improper handling or unsafe handling and like this. They have to know of the occurrence of such accident. Employers, that means here employers and employees should examine their workplaces to detect any unsafe or unhealthful condition, practices or equipment and take corrective action. These are the very important word. Even employers as well as the employees, in the sense of those who are what is called involved in the work. I'm not saying that. Employees in the sense of a manager who is the supervision of the workplace, And the employers also, while taking rounds, they have to examine their workplace to detect any unsafe conditions, if any there, or unhealthful conditions, if any are there. Practices while doing the people are there, they would immediately advise with the corrective actions, as well as the any unsafe equipment is there, immediately we have to, the employer should inform, or manager should inform the top management, or employer should inform the management, see that the corrective action to be taken with respect to the manual handling, with respect to the people, and with respect to the equipment also. What are the potential hazards for workers? Here is, the workers is very important, where the some pinch points is there. Pinch points in the senses where the point is there, very risky factor is there. For example, I will tell you also. Hazards including falling objects, improperly stacked materials, and various types of equipments. You should make your employees aware of potential injuries that can occur when manually moving of materials, including the following. While moving the objectives from place to another place with my manually, you have to advise not only the safety factors and potential of injuries, but also strains and sprains from lifting of loads improperly, or from carrying loads that are either too large or too heavy. They have to tell too large or too heavy. This word is very important. Coming slides, as per the regulations, how much load to be carried out by the man, that is also will be taken care of. But here, they have to, employees should expose in training, the body of organ should be strained or sprained while lifting up the loads improperly. That should be told by the trainee to the trainers. All the people are. Fractures, bruises, that means caused by, that means very strains are there, or fractures or bones are broken, caused by being stuck by materials or being caught at pinch points. The pinch points, we can say simply, we have given a pinch point means you can take the sugarcane mission in the roadways. The pinch point between two wheels of the sugarcane mission. That is one of the example of pinch point. Where the two movable points are there, that is the pinch point, where the people has to be very careful while handling the material. That's what I has given. The pinch points means, here the example I have given, the two wheels of the sugar cane machine, because an objective in between two movable points are there, hands and arms will be, definitely they will put in the bud. Cuts and bruises caused by falling materials and having, that's what it, these are telling, these are the potential hazards will be there, could be happened while proper handling is not there by the employees. That should be exposed in the training itself. That means not only the instructions how to carry the body materials, but we have to inform them what are the types of hazards may occur during course of improper handling and unsafe. That makes the sense of the training. Otherwise, the training is not proper with the telling of the hazards and risks and all to the employees. They will take the simple work, and that's why they are taking the easy, and they are finding definitely they are exposing the shortcut methods. That's why these are very important. We have to tell where the pinch points is there, where the two movement points that will be taken care by the employee while carrying the work. That's what the important. Another thing, to prevent all these things, above hazards, to prevent all these things, it's also not the very appropriate personal protective. I need not tell about this. But to prevent injury from oversized loads, workers should seek help the following. When a load is so bulky that employees cannot properly hold or lift it, then you have to seek the workers' help, group of workers' help. If the bulky load is there. Another thing, when the employees cannot see around overload, that means around what is called overload is there, he cannot simply lift by own. You have to see that workers around workers, they have to take the help of the team. When the employees cannot safely handle a load, these three things, you have to take the help of your co-employees and do the things, moving the objective from one place to another place. Using deploying personal protective equipment prevents the needless injuries when manually moving materials. Now everyone knows hand and forearm protection, such as gloves for loads with the sharp or rough edges. High protection is also to be taken care of. Safety materials. The shoes, another the steel-toed safety shoes or boots. Material, metal, fiber or plastic metal star guards to protect the instep area from the impact or compression. Where the what is called material handling in compression is there, we have to see that shoes to be taken care of. Employees should, that means safety issues only what they are recommended as per the organization or the safety technocrats. Employees should use the blocking materials, manage load safely, and workers should also cautions when placing blocks under raised load or ensure that load is not released before removing their hands and body. See, when using the stoppers, when the stoppers are using, we have to see that after the loading of safely, then only once the object is placed on the ground safely, it will not taken by the roll, then only you will be remove the stoppers. That's what the worker should be cautious when placing the blocks. Blocks in the sense of stoppers or one by one stacking. You have to see that what is called laid road should be seen that ensure that removing before the blocks and all. It should not be rolled one by one. Then only the blocks will be removed, whether the upstairs box or downstairs box. Blocking the materials and the timbers should be large and strong enough support load safely. Because where the blocking over the one over the other in coming slides will be coming various figures and all. One by one we have to see that the enough support should be there while lifting the material from one place to another place. Where the stacking taking place one over the other, we have to see that strong support is there and load safely. In addition to the materials, cracks, workers should not use the materials with rounded corners, splintered pieces, and dry or rod for blocking. Here is while using the blockage, wooden blocks only they are using actually. Some people are using the iron blocks also, iron stoppers also. But that iron block should be not in a sharp manner and not edged manner. We have to see that while uh, fitting the what is called blocking material, we have to see that very safely and not to be hurt by the or any injured by the persons. Reducing these are the things before going for what is called things. Reducing the risk of injury. Definitely use ergonomic controls. Reduce the weight or size of the load. Use mechanical means or to move the load. Organize storage areas so wear items are easier to handle. See where first one is ergonomic controls. You have to see that lifting techniques we have to use. Reduce the weight or size of the load. If the vertical where the weight is more, we have to see that it should be split into two objectives and see that load should be less. Use mechanical means. Definitely if the manual is definitely avoided, definitely the things will be, risk will be less. But mechanical handling is not there. We are talking about the only manual handling today. Organize storage areas so where items are easier to handle. Organize the in such a way sequential manner. In one heavier materials are there, we have to see that a team can be handled. Or simple loads are there, a man can handle and shift the material. We have to see that depending upon the weights. What actual problem is there in the manual? One very important thing is manual handling injuries are part of wide group of muscular skeletal disorder, that is MSDs, where the body of organs will be definitely will be strained either by the spinal cord, either by the shoulders or by the fingers, whatever may be thing. The term musculoskeletal disorders include injuries and conditions that can cause pain to the back, that means backache, as well as joints in the limbs as well as the knees. We have to take it. These are the very important musculoskeletal diseases, disorders. Very important point. They have to expose the employees during the training. Therefore, in the muscular and skeletal disorders, particularly back pain, manual handling injuries are a part of wide group of musculoskeletal disorders. The term musculoskeletal disorders includes injuries and condition that can cause pain to the back, joints and limb. That's what the MSDs we can say. Definitely we have to see that these are to be exposed to the employees while the training to the given to the employees. Manual learning. Now first point is very important thing is kinetic lifting means is simple manhandling. The first point in the context of the index is also said kinetic lifting. Kinetic lifting means known as manual handling, manually lifting. Is the practice of lifting of heavy objects without use of tools or machines. It involves using our whole body or lift, push or pull or carry the object. This is what is meant by the, for example, the kinetic lifting. This is what is called heavy load is there. That way two persons are taking care of this. That's what you have to see that plan the route and all. You have to see that where they have to go, in which place you have to keep it inside. Where the what is called kinetic lifting is also another place. See where the longevity is there, not with respect to the weight, but with respect to the length of the object. Where man cannot, but the employees team is not there, but where within the limit is only weight is there, but length is more. That's why they have to keep the first lift it and put it on the block and see that it should be lifted slowly. It will be pushed to the body, then the shoulder, then it will be taken care of. Any doubts, sir, Virendra Garu? Any doubts, sir, Virendra Garu? Thank you. This is also lifting techniques, one of the what is where the one man is involved. The second, where the load is more, apart from the length of the object, that means two people have to in this way. Two people keep it on the block, and there the lifting, and there two mans carrying it. These are the lifting techniques of the kinetic lifting. For example, manual handling. See, for example, how this lifting is. It's very, very important word. The lifting is in such a way. Okay. It's very important how to perform a kinetic lifting. So while lifting the by manually, kinetic lifting is we could not confuse on kinetic lifting. Kinetic lifting means manually lifting. That means how to perform a kinetic lifting. Tips for kinetic lifting is get a good grip, first one. That's where the grip is to be very important. And then keep your back straight, to straight, not like a bend is, a straight is there. And then keep head up. You have to, that it should not be, see what is called band, it should be up in this way. It should be visible. And they move smoothly, keep the load close, put it down carefully and turn with your feet. See, very, very important is get a good grip. Make sure you have to secure a hold on the load. You have to load on the your hands and while lifting from the ground. You have to see that good grip is there. Not only fingers, only arm can be taken care of. That means hand, arm, palm will be taken care of. Keep your back straight. This should be should be a bend. It should be straight enough. Of course, it is straight, but posture is like this only. Tighten your stomach muscles and bend the knees. So bend the knees. Once you bend, it becomes a straight after the bending of by lifting also. Only while bending of knees only this backache is not straight. Once the bending of what is called 90 degrees is there with object to the objective, definitely the spinal cord will also be straight will be coming while lifting this. Keep your head up. That means head will not be low. Look ahead, not down the load. Because everybody what is called seeing the load only, surface of the load. No, you have to up. And thereby the load strain will not be happen. Move smoothly, avoid jerking or twisting will not be happen. Keep the load close, keep the weight close to your body and waist. You have to see that it should be close to the, because the hand stretch is there, we cannot carry. This is how it is very close to the body, very close to the body, or the bending, and again lifting straight like this only. So we have to see all these things we know, but we have to inform the employees during the training. These are the serious matters if they cannot follow strictly. Turn without your with your feet. Turning the by moving the your feet is better than twisting. See, your immediately turn the body is not sufficient. You have to slowly, that person has to go there, and this person is coming to slowly, not simply a twisting, but it should be a turning by moving your feet is better than twisting. Simply is not like a tall is not supposed to be happen. It should be slowly rounding on it. Biomechanical what is called is also one of the tips for kinetic. Another also biomechanical analysis. Biomechanical analysis is a kinetic or kinematic what is analysis of the body segment during the manual material handling. Because the body will be strained if you are not maintaining the all the instructions, or the positions of the postures of the body is not good. Definitely one of the organ of the body, definitely it will be strained. It compares with the mechanical stresses on the spinal cord, and the spine stress tolerance limit. This helps to determine the task within the acceptable range. These are things will be taken, not only the organs of the body will be strained, but the weight should be acceptable range. We will be discussed in the next slide. Manual handling and back pain or other injuries, it's important to use proper. In the next class, in the next what is called hour, the second class will take about the what are the maximum load that can carried by the person. That is also will be discussed in the second class. For example, before what I am requesting all the people, though this is a very simple thing, manual handling, everybody knows by the all employees, but lot of what is called risk is there while lifting the body from one place to the another place. That employees should know about the hazards and risk involved in the kinetic lifting of the material handling. That's why I request all the people during training itself, not only the postures of the how to objects lifting, but also the consequences happened if they are not applying the all the rules and regulations are there, as well as safety factors. Definitely the consequences has to inform those trainers and all. That's what the trainers will be definitely satisfies the employees before going to take the. That's why before taking the kinetic loading or the kinetic lifting and all, safety talks should be very, very important before starting the work. Here, maximum loads that could be carried out, lifting carrying objectives of different shapes and sizes, the maximum weight of a person can manually carry depends on the person gender, male or female, or loads height. That means how much height is to be taken, carry the weight, and person's training and techniques also we have to inform during the training of the employees in kinetic lifting. For example, maximum weight men, the maximum safe weight a man can lift without assistance is 25 kg. That means 55 lbs. That 1 kg, no, that 2.2 lbs. That means a person, these are the factories act, we can tell